guys, welcome to session 5 with my little baby gelding who still doesn't have a name yet. So today we've been doing a little bit of leading, and I've been mostly working on trying to touch his right side. So his left side is pretty good. He's a little jumpy still, but I can rub him. I can be on this side. I can rub his shoulders. I can rub his body. He's nervous of it, but he's pretty good. We can do legs, a little bit of legs, I should say. And we worked on the bum, so I can do some of his bum. And what's new is I started giving him a few cookies. I just kind of offered it to him as an option when I was telling him he's a good boy. And he's actually starting to kind of like the taste of them, which is pretty cool. That's going to be a lot easier for me for training rather than grabbing so much grass. And I'll show you where we're at with his right side. It's not great, but we're getting there. So I start with kind of rubbing him a little bit, and I'll block him a little bit because he tends to back up a fair bit. So we'll see what happens here. So this is actually really good. He didn't back up at all, so I'm going to reward him for that. Of course, I didn't have a cookie ready, and now he backed up, so I'm going to do it again. Good boy. Yep. So when he backs up like this, I just try to stick with him a little bit. Try to block him a little bit so I kind of push him to the side a little bit and say, no, I'm staying over here. So he used to be kind of taking off and running away from me, so this is progress, but I'm not going to reward him. There we go. Good. Until he's fully stopped like that. Good boy. When he hears me going for the cookie there, I don't want to reward him for backing up to come get the treat, so I want to wait for him to be still. So there he went to try to go over my head, and I blocked him. There. Good. So only when he's still, I'm rewarding him. Started rubbing him a little bit with the robes. There we go, good boy. You have to be still. So I'm respecting his thresholds by not advancing any further. But I'm being patient with him because I want him to understand that he can do it. There we go. So when he's backing up like that, that's him saying, like, that's hard for me. So I say, okay, no worries, we'll wait until you're ready. But we're not giving up. There. Easy, bud. Good boy. So I definitely still have a lot of work to do. Sorry that that's not like the best camera angle. And I'll just show you a little bit of where he's at with leading. I've mostly been working on the touching, but we've done a little bit of leading in between. So I'll just kind of show you what it looks like on day 5 with him. So we can do some changes of direction, a little bit of following. He's definitely not at a place where he'll lead beside me just yet, but just following the rope like this is pretty darn good. So that's actually pretty huge there. He let me go on his right side without moving at all there when I just switched from leading to going beside him. So I'll see how this side is. Whoop. So sometimes that happens. You work so much on one side and then they get a little bit spooky on the other side again. So I'll just be patient with him. Good boy. Boy. So that's why you want to be careful to do a lot of switching sides once you've established some sort of contact, or even when you have your trained horses, that you do a lot of switching sides, because otherwise they can be kind of spooky on one side and calm on the other. That's kind of an example in case you were wondering, like, oh, he might have a vision problem or something on his one side. No, because he was just really spooky on his left side too. And he's just a very skittish, very timid horse. And the more I practice it and the more he has good experiences, the better it's going to go. Do you like it or no? It's not a good piece. You don't have to have it. So you can see how wary he was there when I switched sides. So I'm just going to spend a little bit of time here just doing some switching sides. His poor little brain is getting blown right now. Okay. So that was actually a pretty big moment for him, because you could see he really wanted to take off and run away, and he's been pretty big on running away a fair bit, and that's pretty big that he didn't actually commit to the idea, which is great. So the reason why I'm putting an emphasis on this more so than the leading up beside me is this will make the bigger impact for when I go to catch him. Right now when I go to catch him, well, he's got the halter on, so it's pretty easy, but it takes me a few minutes. I'll try to film it for you guys next session. It's just hard because he moves around the pen, and unless I have somebody to film, I'm using the post, my wonderful cameraman, the post, to try to show you guys this footage. But it takes him a little bit of time to be comfortable with me coming all the way up to him. And so by working on this touching and switching sides and just getting him comfortable with me being around him, that's going to make approaching him much easier, so the catch will get much easier. where he'll start to be way more confident. So this is already looking significantly better. And every horse is different, because Kaibu, he really didn't care that much. He was a little bit wary the first time, but overall he got over it really, really quickly, whereas this guy is just going to take more time. He's just much more distrusting than Kaibu. Yeah. So anyways, that gives you a little look of where we are at on session 5. Hope you guys enjoyed that and seeing where he's at. And we'll be getting to a point where he'll be getting a name soon. I just like them to be at a place where I can remove that number tag confidently. And I'd love to start taking him out of the pen and letting him graze on the grass outside. But right now I can't trust him to do that, because he'll still occasionally pull on the rope and get away from me. And if he did that, that'd be a huge safety concern. So he's got to show me in here that he's not going to be trying to run away, and when he feels that rope, he's going to stop. So he did show us that one time during this set, like the part I filmed for you guys, that he was able to stop when he felt that pressure, but he's got to do that a few more times consistently with me before he gets to go out and get a name and get to graze on all of that beautiful grass that's out there, which he's going to really like. But I feel like it's going to happen soon. So right now we're session 5, and he's definitely the slowest progressing Mustang that we've come across so far, but that's okay. I find the scared ones end up making amazing horses, because they just need to know that they really can trust you, and then things go so much better after that. So let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to subscribe if you aren't already, and like this video. All right, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.